All right. All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We're here for round 4 of the GT3 Rookie Series. We are at Barcelona this evening. It's going to be the first time streaming a split race for the Noobs R Us League. We're going to give the first 30-minute race to the AMs. And the second 30-minute race, we're going to switch things over, follow the pro drivers. Give everybody a little more coverage, show a little more love to everybody in the Noobs League. Got a couple people finishing up their free practice laps. Then we're going to get qualifying underway.
Green light, give it all you can.
All right. Green light for qualifying. Let's see who makes their way out onto the track first. Like Benjamin Biddulph's gonna take the lead for the outlap. Get some space, get those tires warm. Not have to contend with anybody out in front of him. It's smart. Dev in the chat, good luck, have fun everybody. Mr. Figgins was calling me out earlier. I owe him an onboard. He's in the pro league, so we'll have to jump on that for the second race. Show him a little love as well. A little squirrely there. Showing off the Noobs livery. Really do like the multicolor honeycomb livery that they've put together. Alright. Not the ideal exit, but shouldn't hurt him too much. See what kind of time Biddulph can lay down. Does look like there's some late joiners. Hopefully they don't cause too much issue. This is a Noobs League. Everybody's trying to learn how to get a little better, make fewer mistakes each race. It's been a really, really good season so far. I'm excited for tonight. Should have a lot of action. The split should give more time to check everybody out. Up on turn 10. Much better. Sorry about that. as he makes his way around the final turn. .146.9. We'll see how long he can hold that top position. Bud coming around the final turn. It's right along with the prophet here, Mr. Shumsey. You like that yellow and red? Loses some time in that section. Let's check in with Casa Boone. Currently your leader in the AMs for qualifying. The 146.2. Just over 7/10 up on Biddulph's time. Getting it done. Up another half second. Ooh, he takes it a little wide. Loses his lap time there. It's right along here with Westerhoff. And down a straight into turn 10. And up on that traffic quick. Putting in a really good time. This would be... He holds this up. Be good enough for third. And a second. Second. 146.1. Well done. Salisbury with a 145.8. A little bit of traffic in front of him. Still 2/10 up almost on his best lap. Cooking. Over half a second down. Loses a little time there, coming down into 10. Maybe a little bit of a slipstream. He's going to need some real good final section here by the two drivers in front of him if he's going to keep that time. And battling. That's not going to help his cause. That's not going to help anybody. That's very unfortunate. On the bright side, he's already sitting in the top spot, so it's not going to cost him anything right now. Let's go down, see what Lizzie Alizé's up to. Almost a second up on her best. Coming into the last little chicane here, the rack chicane. Maintains that speed. .149.6, good enough for 15. Alright, let's see what's going on with some of the guys down here who haven't put in a time yet. Maybe it's just traffic issues. A nice little slipstream there. Ferrari train going. Ooh, loses it there. Cost him a little bit, but he pulls out, which is good. Tonkin doing really well here. .146.1. Good enough for 5th place. Well done. Nice lap. Checking in with Montgomery. So coming down the straight into turn 10. And the flag pulls out of the lap with Julian behind him. Didn't need to do that during his qualifying lap, but still nice done. He's got 10 minutes left, so plenty of time. And that's why you don't pull out, because it cost him that. Alright, let's check in with Kanya? I apologize for butchering your name. We love that paint scheme. That livery is beautiful. Straight out of the Hot Boys playbook. Purple on green. Jason Lizzie pulls out of the lap, maybe out of frustration there. Still unable to string one together. Plenty of time. Just over halfway through here. The M's qualifying. Salisbury with that 145.8, not enough to hold on to the lead. Surpassed by Rudd and Elliott. Less than 0.2 separating your top 3 drivers. Should make for some good battles today. Elliott, not going to improve on anything there. Maybe giving some space. Asbury in his out lap. Oh. In with Mr. Wood. Apparently he's sitting in your cleanup spot, number 4. Making some time up there. A little more of the track to use there. It's going to be a real interesting race tonight, both for the AMs and the Pro League. It's a challenging track. It's definitely going to wear on the tires a lot more than a lot of the other circuits that we race in this league for the short season. There are no mandatory pit stops with the 30-minute races. I think we'll see anybody pitting for choice. But I do think the last handful or so of laps in each race are going to be very opportunistic. Those who have saved a little bit of extra rubber. Down into the Repsol corner. Into seat. some time up there. But the exit speed not there to be able to hold that up. Julian, your current pole sitter in the AMs, 145.3. Just got passed by Boone with a 144.9, breaking that 145. Alright, Kenya creating a little space. Let's give a ride along, see if he can string a solid lap together here. Currently in 14th. Oh no. 15th currently. See if anybody else is able to knock him down. Check in with Ramona. Currently up over a second on his best. Sitting in 22nd, although a second improvement on his time is only going to jump him up one spot. Rocco, if the pros need drivers, I can send over a few of the silvers. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Rocco, I don't make those calls. I don't. Mr. Johnson, you have not missed Will's onboard. This is the first night we're doing a split between the AMs and the pros. So currently watching the amateur qualifying, and then we're going to see the first race. First 30-minute race will be the AMs, and I'll switch over to the pro split. Show them some love for the final 30-minute race. Thanks for joining tonight, man. Miss ya. You gonna race with us soon again? Two minutes. Two left in qualifying. Durden and Tantillo seem to be content, chilling in the old pits. See if Rogers can string a couple good corners here together and make an improvement on his best time. Ooh, that's not going to help. Kenya fortunate enough to get around them. not get collected there. But that is not going to help him make up any time. Check in with Cortez. Also in that sexy honeycomb noobs livery. It's quite the improvement on his best lap. We'll see if he can keep it up. Bump him up into the top 10. Zumi Kasaboon is currently in first with 144.9. Oh, and just loses it in that last exit. Checking in with Cook as he comes through the final chicane, also up over a second. Valid lap going. Would bump him up quite a few spots as well. Yeah, that puts him up into 7th. Well done, Mr. Cook. A couple more drivers still making their way through the final sector. Montgomery 4/10 up. Not a valid lap. Tarantino. Jacobs, the only one maybe able to improve currently. Does put in a better time, but not able to improve in this spot. Kenya takes over the lead. Wild, 144.4, over half a second up on Kasaboon. Currently sitting in second. We'll give a little rundown here. Got Nick Kenya, your leader. James Kasaboon in second. Christian Julian in third. Simon Tonkin in fourth. Jonathan Salisbury in fifth. Roderick Rudd in sixth. Mike Cook in seventh. Rush Elliott in eighth. Kevin Wood in ninth. Benjamin Biddulph in 10th. Connor Nolan 11th. Colin Westeroff in 12th. Nick Sarantino in 13th. Michael Cortez in 14th. 15th is Ralph Shumsey. 16th, Havoc Apathy. 17th, Glenn Jacobs. 18th, Chris Montgomery. 19th, Josh Almeida. And 20th, we've got Chase Jones, followed by Liz Alizea in 21st. 22nd spot, you've got Matt Ramona. 23rd, Rocco Luciano, followed by Austin Rogers in 24th, Tyler Durden in 25th, and Michael Tentillo in 26th. Pro Toss Jr. Pit stops are not mandatory. No pit stops for this race. Oh, there's a mandatory pit stop. I see what you're saying. They're working to get that cleared, it looks like. While we're waiting, we'll take a look at the calendar. Next week, we're going to be at Brands Hatch. It's one of my favorite tracks. Looking forward to that. Also, you can see on that calendar the SRO series. This Sunday, event 4 over at Watkins Glen. Tune in, check that out as well. Alright, we'll get back to the racing action here. Nick Kenya takes us out for the outlap. Oh. And we've lost connection. Huh. Well, give me just a second, guys. Apologize. Gonna restart the server. We'll hop back in here.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Well, it is not running open race control. Try that again. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Looks like we've got a few minutes of free practice here. I'm going to assume there's not going to be another qualifying. Although there may need to be. Because I don't know. Coverage is saying, in theory, it'll put everyone where they qualified. This quality file uploaded. Fingers crossed. Alright, well, got a little bit of extra time on our hands. Let's play a little game in the chat. trying to think of an appropriate would you rather. I'm coming up with nothing. And I lost connection again. Alright. Let me try to restart again.
Green light. Give it all you got.
And we're back to more practice. Oh yeah. Why not? We'll get it together. Not me, but someone with more skills than me. Alright. Driving again. Garbage, no apology necessary. These things happen. Just a small oversight, not a big deal. Alright. I am going to open another drink, loosen up, talk a little more. He is icing you so he can do better. This was all a strategy. Do like that Mario Ferrari. I synced all the liveries. I must maybe join late or missed one. Apologies. Ooh, that is a pretty livery as well. Rocking that Bentley, making Tony Danzig proud, I'm sure. Luciano with the gold and black color combo, always nice. Again, Kenya. Do like the matte purple and bright green. It's almost chromish, dark chrome silver on the back. Looks might be black. I may be overanalyzing it, but I like it. God, that's a beautiful Bentley. You are not wrong. Someone is getting a stern talking to tonight. Let's do a little rundown here. Oh, that's also super pretty. Lizzie and the Noobs Are Us. Tarantino and his gunmetal steed. Casaboon in the vintage jazz solo cup. Ferrari. All right. Lining up, still with some time to kill. Let's see. Are we serious? We disconnected again. Servers offline. Going to the briefing.
We just were adding somebody in. That was the reason for the final restart. And then it still made a mandatory pit stop. So I've got to figure out why it's doing this. I'll get you guys in just a moment. I'll let you guys know when to jump in. But I just want everybody to be here so we're not jumping back and forth between servers trying to get you guys all on the same page. I'm sorry this is happening. It's not supposed to be this way. So
All right. I'm back. Just wanted to listen into that briefing for just a second. If I could figure out what's going on, what the plan is. Sounds like they are still making some corrections internally. I need to get out of here. Watching this while waiting to have dinner. And the race is important and exciting, but it looks like technical difficulties. Yeah. Seem to be struggling with some issues figuring out why they can't remove the pit. Like the mandatory pit stop from the longer race last week. Hopefully nothing too deep and they're able to get that worked out relatively quickly. While that's going on, I'm trying to find something to kill some time. I think I found a list of some questions that are relatively decent. Most of them have been rather lame. This one seems interesting. For those of you that can chat, would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak? It's a tough one. I think I could probably... yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I could get by decently without the ability to read, just because there are a fair amount of people that I feel like have already done so. The ability to speak, however, would not only be just challenging, but I think it would be infinitely more frustrating. I think you could almost tune out not being able to read like you were in a foreign country all the time where all the words were just foreign and you're not even looking anymore. That would just be your everyday life no matter where you were, and I don't think that would really be super frustrating as opposed to not being able to express yourself. Alright, we're going to try to connect back to the split.
Green light, go, go, go.
Does not look like we've missed anything. Fingers crossed, everybody. Zoomy showing a little love in the chat. Wishing that guy some luck. All right. Let's try again. Got a few more minutes. Let's kill more time. Guess I'll throw out another would you rather. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Character question. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early? So would you rather feel rushed all the time or feel bored all the time, I guess? Making others wait or having to always wait on others? Already always 20 minutes early. Yeah, I feel like I'm already always about 10 minutes early, so I feel like maybe an extra 10. But I'm also extremely impatient, and I hate that 10 minutes of waiting, so I don't know. What? Rock, paper, scissors. You sweetheart. Thanks for following. Happy to have you. I'm a professional actor. Being on time is late. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I hate waiting on people. I don't mind waiting on people if I'm early and they're still going to be on time. But if they're 10 minutes late, I'm already pissed off. And you're digging a hole. Not a very big crowd for us today at the Circuit de Barcelona de Catalunya. Looks like glorious weather. Would have expected a little bit better turnout in the stands. We have a few oddballs that decided to climb onto the roof over to the left. Doesn't even really look like there's any access points up or down, but there we are. So Crowder, first time chatter. I'm just here for that guy. Get a little that guy fan club. Somebody cue me in. I apologize. I don't know who that guy is on the track. So all right. Third time's a charm. Got Nick Kenya taking us around the track for our warm-up lap. Gives everybody another minute and a half to realize they forgot to put the right amount of fuel in. Freak out. Casaboon. The Casaboon fan club. Well, we're happy to have you guys. A little red plate, silver plate action battle up front to start things out. BMW, Ferrari, Mustang, rounding out the top three. Sarantino seems to have made it. He's having some connection issues. Seems to be all good. Back to the golden boy. Chumsy. A little further back, we've got Almeida. Rocking that McLaren. Got 27 drivers on track. Salisbury was super quick during quali. Maybe he joined late. Not sure how he got stuck in the pits. Maybe it was a connection issue. That is no good. All right, as we group back up side by side. Coming around the final corner. Again, we've got 27 cars out on the track today. We are go green. 3-4 wide back in the middle of the pack. Just remember, guys, races aren't won or lost in the first corner. Four wide, little bonking going on there. Everybody seem to be getting... Everybody makes it through safely. Well done. Oh no, Tintia's in the pits. Take a look at your battle up here for the lead. And you're trying to get a little space between he and Julian. Coming down the straight into turn 10. Casaboon trying to make a move here. Can he make it stick? Does get around the inside. Does he leave it open? No, Tonkin not able to make that move around as well. Oh no, Cook end around. Job on holding your brakes. Let's see if we can take a look back at what happens here to Mr. Cook. Little squirrely. Doesn't seem low. Just gets out in the grass. Spins it around. Has to hold his brakes while the pack goes through. Good on you. Way to show some patience holding your brakes there. Alright, so we've got the three-way battle for second going on here. Casaboon, Julian, and Tonkin created almost a 3-second gap between them and fifth. Starting to pull away. There you can see Tonkin getting a little loose there on that curb. Or, excuse me, Tonkin able to catch up with Julian, who was getting a little loose on that curb. Big battle down here. Let's come down the front stretch into turn 1. Westerhoff trying to make up some time there on Elliott. Seems to be catching Storm there in 7th. The Godfather, Mr. Shumsey, number 44. Followed by Cortez, followed by Biddulph. Jacobs, the caboose right now on that train. Everybody just waiting for the person in front of them to make a little mistake. Shumsey able to get around Westerhoff. Uh-oh. Westerhoff has to back out a little bit there. Gives that up to Shumsey, trying not to give up 2. He's got the inside going into this. He's going to give it up. No, he's not. Cortez goes a little wide. Cortez slowing Biddle down. Checking in with Elliott. Trying to catch that slipstream on Storm. Salisbury making his way through the field rather quickly. Nice move there, coming up on the inside into turn 1. It's a prime overtaking spot, especially closer to the start of the race, but you know, as people are catching, you're still going to see a lot of action there in turn 1. Turn 3 coming around a no. That turn is just going to shred tires all day long. Back up. The Jacobs in 12th. Montgomery trying to make a move on Salisbury. Salisbury's going to have the inside here. Salisbury wide there. Let's see if Montgomery can close that gap a little bit. One Bigley. 253 of those things. Thank you. Bigley, do you want anything? Do you want to ride along with anybody? Want to shout out anybody? You don't have to buy it. You can just tell me. A lot of action here. Lunge, able to carry the speed. Nice move. Montgomery got a little squirrely. Salisbury looking to make a move on Cook here. Just gonna late break into the air. Look like any contact made. Just let him know I'm here. Bass Thrillers, best viewers on. Yeah, man. Lizzie. Driver shout out Lizzie. Let's take a look. See how she's doing. Currently in 22nd. Trying to catch up to the old Chase Jones. I think it's the Padre. This has got to be careful. She's got Rogers coming up on her tail really quickly. Oh, and commentator's curse. As soon as I said it, he went off the track and lost some time. You're welcome, Lizzie. Check in with Tonkin. Trying to catch up with Rudd. But I haven't seen that livery either. I like that color combination. Bass is a bot and should be banned. Do I have that ability? Maybe another time. Alright, let's check in with the leader. Kenya, the 7-second gap to Julian. Doing really well. Bending no mistakes. Just out for a country cruise. Also, probably worth mentioning, he's a red plate, not a silver plate, so also very impressive. Julian, you're number 1 for the silver plates currently. He's being chased by Casaboon. Bit of an issue there. Let's see if we can go back a little further. Nope. Tonkin still making his charge on Rudd. Making their way around some of the back markers. Yeah, Protoss, I saw the end of that. I apologize. I still don't get the red or the yellow flag indicators on this, so if I don't catch it on screen, I don't see it all the time. I just noticed he went from 3rd to 11th right as I was clicking on his name. Looks like he's making his way back up to the field. Doesn't seem to have encountered too much damage. See if the Godfather's able to stick his elbows out and keep him behind him for very long, or if Casaboon's just too overpowering. He is getting chased by some of the noobs guys behind him. Oh no. That Storm? Take a look here and see what happened to Storm. Oh no, back end just looks a little bit oversteer there. Unfortunate. Good job holding your brakes though. Shout out, holy moly, love that livery. The liquamoly, excuse me. I was watching Holy Moly golf at work today. Love Rob Riggle. Trying to channel my onboard Rob Riggle. Onboard Tony. Which Tony? Are you talking Tony in the pros? If so, I'll have to redeem that in the next race because he's not racing in the AM's race. You talking about Danzig? Yep, I will redeem that. We'll do a Figgins Danzig on board during the pro race. I owe both of them some love now. Tonkin just can't seem to find a way around Rudd. The Lambo's just quick in the straights. Ferrari seems to corner a little bit better and makes up a little bit of time. And then as soon as there's some space, he just puts enough gap that he can't really find a way back to him. It's going to need a mistake. Shout out Jacobs and the Aston Martin. I love it. Get off my line. Chasing down Santino. Oh no, so close. Lost it. Tonkin goes a little wide, gonna lose some time there. It's not gonna be the lap for him. Cook switched up the car, switched up the livery, the paint scheme, everything. Maybe a bit of a learning curve issue with the new ride. With Mr. Cortez. Knight, I think Gio, he's also a pro racer. He'll be in the next race. For those of you who just joined that maybe missed the beginning part, this is the first Noobs GT3 rookie series where we're doing a split for the stream. So currently the pro drivers are in their first race on their own split, and the AMs are doing this, and so I'm going to stream the amateur race first, and then for that 30-minute race, and then we'll switch over to the pros for the second 30-minute race. Love that marble livery. Not sure if anybody caught the F1 race at Monaco this weekend, but the McLaren, their Ayrton Senna, like throwback livery was incredible. It was so cool. The most boring race ever to watch, but the livery was cool. Biddulph trying to sneak his way around here. Check out some of the back markers. Westerhoff currently in the trailing things up. And Tio chasing down Lizzie. We've got Mr. Rogers. Take a closer look at that. H. Dean. That's not helpful. Trying to see what the livery is. It's pretty sweet. Rogers making up some time, trying to catch up to Durden. Lizzie catching up to Faja Jones. great turn. Carrying a lot of speed. Let's see how she does coming through the chicane. She's gonna set him up here. Oh yeah. Causes a mistake. Goes to the outside. Well done. She'll be here all week, folks. All right. Salisbury still trying to catch Wood, being chased by Cook. Let's see how Cook takes this turn, if he's able to pick up any ground here on the Bentley. The best exit. Gonna lose a little time there. Probably not gonna be able to lunge into that. Salisbury, on the other hand, decides not to move there. Stays behind. Definitely has closed the gap. Almeida's in trouble from Wood. Oh, going to the outside. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see if Wood's able to hold that slipstream. Pick up any ground here in turn one. Just over 7.5 minutes left in race one. This is race one of two 30-minute races tonight. So after this, we will reset back into the original qualifying order and get things underway for race two. I will be switching over to the pros, so we'll be viewing some new cars, new names. We'll be with the amateurs in spirit. It does look like the hood's coming loose. He may have encountered a little bit of damage earlier that we missed. Ooh, thought he was going to dive inside there. Some patience, trying to find the right moment to make his move. A joiner there, trying to get out of the way. Both take the inside sausage curb around him, no issues. Oh, but that does allow Salisbury to come back. Let's take another look at that from the helicam. I just don't think he thought he was there. No ill intent. He was not expecting that car to be on the inside there. Unfortunate. They'll be able to talk that out afterwards. I don't think any punches will be thrown. Check back up here. Biddulph chasing down Knoll, who was trying to get around Cortez. Five minutes left. wide going into 1. It's not going to help him. Check back in with Casaboon, trying to get around Apathy. One of the red plates, making up. I think last time we checked in with him, he was back in 18th, so he's made up quite a few spots after the spin. Actually, nope, I'm wrong. He was in 13th. I apologize. The Godfather, under a little bit of pressure here. The chosen one. The prophet. And defensive gives a, oh, there we go. Say, don't give up that inside line so easy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see what Noel was looking at there. Oh, maybe a late decision. I think he thought maybe they were both going to go wide. Not sure. Gets out of Nick's way. Yowza. Tarantino slips up there. Godfather may be able to get around him. I have the better line going into turn 1. And gets around him. Tarantino trying to cut back. Ooh, the curb slowed him down a little bit there. Oh, ouch, the Godfather. Takes it up the rear there. Not very polite. Jacobs now in good position to try to capitalize on getting around Tarantino. Last few laps here getting a little dicey in the AM race. Kenya, again out on a Sunday drive, just having to deal with some back markers, no issues. Julian with a nice gap to Tonkin, who also has a nice gap to Elliott, with a nice gap to Rudd, with a nice gap to Cortez. Although Biddulph hot on his tail. Jacobs puts it up on 2 wheels. All right. I think we're going to have one more lap here. Montgomery with the drive-through. Not sure if that was track limit related. Wouldn't be my guess. This late in the race, I didn't see anything else. Oh no, Ramona with the stop and go 30. It's less than ideal. 30 seconds left in the race. Just pulls it over. Calls it a day. You've got 30 more minutes to try again. So don't let it get you down. Montgomery with a late lunge to the outside. Tries to cut back. Oh, that worked much better than I anticipated. Not sure if Almeida got a little
The leader has finished the race.
slidey there. Canya's going to be your race winner for the AMS race. As we watch these battles back here. Casaboon able to get around Apathy. Trying to fight back. Does have an inside line, but ultimately, I think Kasaboon's going to be able to hold this as long as he's able to stay inside coming into this turn right here before the chicane. Oh, unfortunate. Don't lose both of them. Salisbury right there. And that's going to be your order for the finish. Montgomery's still trying to find a way around Almeida, just making the car too wide. Not going to happen today. All right. And we'll finish up following Lizzie and Chase Jones. Old Father Jones. Ran out of gas. That's no good. All right. So, for your red plates, top three, got Kanya, Jacobs, and Apathy. Well done, fellas. Feel free to jump in the chat after your second race for the after-race interviews. First, second, third for your silver plates, going to be Julian, Tonkin, and Elliott. Same invitation for you. All right. I'm going to make the jump over to the pro race for race 2. If you're planning on sticking around, hold tight. Give me just a moment. All right. An error occurred. We're back. Kinda. All right. Getting things swapped over. Again, for those guys just joining, we are doing a split race stream tonight. I've just switched over to the pro split. So we did not see their qualifying or anything like that, but it looks like Schneider, Burr, and Swanson are going to be your top three, followed by Ricky, Bobby, Bryce Burkhart, Andrew Casey, Tony Danzig, and Will Figgins, who we owe some ride-along love with. Swansager and Greider. There's your Gio Ortiz for the chat earlier that he was asking. Followed by Cubbage, Menendez, Miller, Toad Moss, and David Alisay. Toad, you are fast as shit. Don't let anybody tell you different. Just think fast thoughts. Don't forget furniture.
20 seconds.
Devon Furniture. Is your race commentated tonight? I won't
10
forget.
seconds.
I'm also not going to do it right now, though. Do you think Mr. Figgins would rather lose the ability to read or speak? And they're off. Coverage should be a little easier for the pro race tonight. 16 drivers instead of 27. We should be able to make our rounds. I am curious to see the difference in the aggressiveness in this league versus the other one. They were really, really clean in the AM's race for the first 28 minutes of the 30-minute race, and then it got a little dicey. I think this could be the opposite. I think we could see some real aggressive racing in the first 3 laps, and then it may spread out. It may turn into some chaos late. We'll see. I know nothing. I do know that Jeremy Cubbage is a sweetheart. I appreciate him for letting me do this. Commentate for the Noobs League. I'm sure he regrets his decision at this point a little bit, but here we are. Cubbage in that meat sticks racing car. It's the thing of beauty. David in the AlphaTauri? BMW? I like it. As Mr. Bobby and Mr. Burkhart start from the pits. Coming around your rope car into the rack chicane. Into the final turn, New Holland, before we go green. David, the Puerto Rican missile, conveniently placed in the rear of the pack as to be able to torpedo everyone in front of him, which is beautiful. I do believe this is where it all went down last year in a hilarious fashion. Or last season, excuse me. All right, we're green. We're 3 wide into turn 1. And 2 rows 3 wide. And Schneider gives up 2 spots on the start. Not ideal. Super clean getting through there. Well done. Toad doesn't wreck into anybody. Miracles do happen. Figgins able to get around Schneider as well. Schneider trying to fight back. Says, I don't think so, man. Not quite yet. Ooh. Ooh. Clean, clean, clean. Nice move there, Figgins. We'll wait for him to get towards the start-finish line, and we'll give him his ride around so he can get off my tail. Oh, whoopsies. Let's take a look at that real quick. See what happened with Mr. Casey. That's a sexy livery. Oh, just had to get around Toad there. Well done. Kudos to you backing out and holding your brakes. Figgins for the ride along. Let's see if he can catch Burr at all. Only about 2.5 seconds behind. I think Mr. Figgins a bit of an exhibitionist. He does really, really enjoy being watched. No comments on that. Just something that I noticed. Pop up the times, please. Dev, let me know if there's some of these times specific you're looking for or what you want. Again, I'm still new at navigating this, so I just want to make sure I'm showing you what you want to be shown. Higgins put in a really good lap. Not able to really cut into Burr or Swanson in front of him though. These dudes are quick. All right. Well done, Mr. Figgins. We'll check in with you in just a moment. Let's give Danzig his ride along. As requested during the M race last race. Schneider right on Figgins' tail. Let's see if them racing. Looks like Danzig's been able to make up about half a second. Did we get exit here? Oh no. What happened with Grider? Oh, just lost it coming around that corner. Unfortunate. And that's going to be a slow rejoin as well. Oh, he's not going to like that. Real good battle going on for third. He's not. Figgins playing D is not giving him an opportunity to make up any ground on Burr, though. It's just letting them get away. It is letting Danzig catch up and get into the mix, though. Let's pop down here to 10th. Take a look at old Cubbage. Bit of a train going on here. It's got Miller, Burkhart, and Bobby on him. Bobby again started from the pits. And he's got 4 guys right in his sights. Cubbage gets around Toad. Clean pass there. Shout out Toad Moss again in that Aston. Best car in the game. Got Miller coming up on the inside. Oh, and a little bit of action around the... Oh! Miller had to slow down to make sure he didn't go outside, and I don't think Toad was anticipating it being that wild. Little bump from Swansager as he gets by Toad as well. What do they say? Rubbin's racing? Something like that? Just say you're sorry after the race. Cut those penalties in half, fellers. Cubbage, the main beneficiary on that lap. Able to make up a spot. Toad, unfortunately, gives 3 up. Did see Toad having a little fun over the weekend at the Indy 500 with a group of friends. Glad he got to take some time away from fighting fires to see the greatest spectacle in racing. Figgins, drive faster. Danzig gets around Schneider. Schneider's dropped from 1st to 5th in 4 laps. Not sure if maybe we stuck on a quali setup. I don't know who we have here. Need to know the cars. Well. Head up to the lead. Got JJ Burr. What happened? That's who it was. I missed the initial action there to see what was going on. I only caught the aftermath. That's super unfortunate. Currently in last place, Mr. Swanson with your fastest lap, 1:43.9, over a second faster than the fastest lap. Even fastest qualifying lap for the AM racer. So just to give you guys a little perspective on the speed difference between the splits. Take a look here at Mr. Burkhart. Trying to get around Cubbage. A lot of battles right now. Battle for 3rd. Figgins being chased by Danzig and Schneider still. They've gained some ground. Menendez and Swansager both chasing Gio Ortiz for that 5th spot. Bryce trying to get around Cubbage for 8th. Let's see what his lap looks like trying to chase him down. don't know if it's just the angle of the passenger cam or not, but it didn't seem to look like there. I mean, Bryce, you know, I've seen him race enough to know he's extremely good and knows what he's doing, knows, you know, apex strategy, everything like that. I couldn't tell if it's the camera angle that I'm seeing with the passenger that was making it look like he wasn't hitting those apexes correctly, or if it was a braking strategy. I'm not super familiar with the Ferrari, so I don't know if the braking is a little bit different. It did seem like it was allowing him to brake later, but I didn't know if him going wide into that specific corner was a strategy or an accident. It seemed to actually help him, so I'm thinking maybe it was a strategy. Coverage seems to be pulling away there. Schneider back up into second. Ends up into third. Figgins back into fourth, trying to play a little catch up. Big chase here. Number 3 spot. Again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I do appreciate it. The Noobs Leagues appreciates it. We are trying to grow the league. Anybody that's, you know, interested in joining, knows some friends, family, anybody that's trying to get into sim racing, this is a great place to start. Swanson's just sitting it out. Casey trying to catch David. Just trying to catch Toad. Toad has made up a few spots this race. Well done. Back up to your fourth spot, Mr. Figgins. It's right along with... Oh. Gio was trying to make a move working the outside. May have left the door open for Menendez. Swanson, are you bigly? Is Menendez gonna make a move? Nope, stays behind. Stays close. Good corner there. Doesn't seem like he's able to get on the gas quite as fast as the McLaren on a turn 3. Coming around seat down towards Worth. Into camps to the fast right. Into La Casa. For Sanibel. Yeah. Again, just another train waiting for the person in front of him to make a mistake. Checking with Chris Greider. Had that unfortunate spin earlier, trying to make up some ground. Ricky Bobby up into 10th from the pits. Impressive, sir. Still 12 minutes left to go in the pro race. This is race number 2. I apologize, I don't have any stats or data on their first race, finishing positions, anything like that, so I'm not sure if we're looking at similar standings currently, or if this is an all new outfit up top. Cubbage under some direct pressure from Burkhart. Little wide there. Opens the door. Gonna give up 1 or no? Gives up 2. That's unfortunate. Greider trying to see if he can make Cubbage's next victim. Again, with track temperatures and the way this setup is, the way this track's set up, if your tires aren't perfect, it will eat them up, and it's going to create chaos for the last 8 to 10 minutes. It's not going to be fun to drive. Oh, Burkhart. Bobby's next victim. Both of them rocking that Red Bull Noobs livery. Just really, really pretty. A little bumping going on. No love lost here. I'm not positive, but if I was a betting man, I'd say these two are cuddle buddies, so I don't think they're trying to cause any unintentional damage to anybody or anything like that. Just some good old-fashioned friendly racing. Cubbage not giving up as they battle. It's allowing him back in the picture. Greider's catching up as well. Let's go back up here in the 5th spot. Got Gio Ortiz trying to make a move on Will Figgins. Our token exhibitionist. Higgins goes wide around that last exit, but able to maintain that distance between him and Gio. Gio coming under some pressure from Nick Menendez. Drop back here for your battle for 13th. Casey trying to rattle David's cage a little. David, in this light, that AlphaTauri, it almost has a teal tint to it. It's extra pretty. Mistake followed by mistake on both drivers' parts there. Wasn't able to capitalize. Code wants to keep that 12th spot. He's going to need to pick up the pace a little bit. Gubbage picks up a drive through. That's unfortunate. This track is known to hurt some people with some track limits. So Grider's going to benefit from that, as well as a few other cars behind him. Hopefully it doesn't slow him down too much. This is a long pit. Unfortunately, we'll see where he ends up coming out. Check in with Danzig. He's got Figgins behind him. Seems to have given himself some space from Gio. Decided to be the aggressor instead of the aggressee. Bye, Jeremy, says Dev. Danzig with the traditional blue and white racing stripe Shelby Mustang throwback livery, like that. Which reminds me, also, anybody tuning in that's interested in a new racing league that the noobs have put together, we are doing a Ford versus Ferrari racing league. Love to have some new faces join that as well. If that's something you're interested in, let us know. If I was better at my job, I'd be able to pull up a link really quickly and send it your way. Menendez trying to make it happen. See if he can get a little cutback action here. It's gonna have some speed coming into turn 3. Looks like he may have got on the gas a little early there. We are under 5 minutes to go. Casey trying to make a move on toe. My goodness. Let's see what happened there. Did Toad brake a little early? A little unexpected braking? Yeah, I don't think he wasn't ready for that. Sorry about that, Andrew. Andrew's another one of the noobs admin. Super helpful guy. Hate to see that. Figgins trying to get around Danzig. Danzig's trying to give us a little light show. And there you have it. A little bit of bump and grind. He's giving it back. Well done. That is going to allow Ortiz and Menendez back into this fight. Menendez seems to be dealing with some understeer. I'm sure he's got some tire issues. Again, like I said, this track will burn through your tires. And the last 8 minutes, 7-10 minutes, anywhere between there, depending on your tire pressures and how you've ran the race and been able to brake and corner things appropriately, is going to really determine the last few minutes of your race, and it's not going to be a blast for everybody. Back up front, Burr under some pressure from Schneider, excuse me. Figgins. Oh. Goodness Lord. We'll pray for you, Tony. Let's see what happened there. Trying to make a move on the inside. They do get a little bit of contact there. Braking's good through here. Yeah, I think he expected him to go a little bit quicker through that. And I think he was trying to avoid the big leap on the curb, so that's unfortunate.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
All right, leader's on the final lap. Schneider's still being chased still chasing Burr. Ortiz still chasing Figgins for that 4th spot. Casey trying to get around Toad, who makes it easy on him. Cubbage trying to get around David. All right, last lap. He's close. Can he make it happen? A little bit oversteer unsettles him there, but coming for the cut back. It's almost like he's planning for that when he's coming into these corners. The battle for 6th. Swansiger, Danzig, and Bobby. Again, Bobby started from the pits up into 8th in the pro race. Super impressive. Trying to get up into 7th. Danzig. And Figgins gets around Ortiz.
The leader has finished the race.
Biggins, followed by Ortiz. Swanseger coming around. Ricky Bobby gets around Danzig for 7th. Danzig with that unfortunate couple of bonks. Spin him around, cost him some places. Grider up into 10th. Well done after the spin outs as well. Toad, all the way from 12th to 13th. Not able to put out that fire. Cubbage. Couple more turns to make it stick. David not gonna let it happen. Noobs on noobs. Well done, fellas. Good racing. That's going to do it tonight for the Noobs R Us League stream of racing. We are going to pop over into the Discord channel and throw up the calendar so everybody can see it. We're going to do some interviews with your race winners. If the top 3 from the AMS pros, race 1, 2, both pop over here, I'll pull them over, get some question and answers going. Again, thanks for tuning in to the stream tonight. I do appreciate it. Sorry we had some technical difficulties there at the beginning. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm trying. Mr. Swivel, good race, everybody. It was a good race to you as well, man. Unfortunate there. The spins. All right, I got some people in standby. Let's pull them down here. Hiya!
Hey, before you start on the chatting with everybody,
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm sorry from everybody here at Noobs R Us with all of the freaking restarts tonight. That was ridiculous. Most of it was Andrew's fault, but I'll take the blame on the initial 5 restarts.
Hey, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we're looking at like 7 minutes, of like dead time. It's not the end of the world.
It was completely the end of the world.
If I were a better commentator, I could have, maneuvered, ninjaed my way through it. But something to learn. I wasn't anticipating it. Something now I can look forward to.
I wasn't anticipating it either.
Right.
All right. You guys have fun with your podium interviews and have a good rest of your night. Love you. Bye.
Thanks, Cubbage.
Have a good night.
You as well.
All right, fellas. Let's start with the AMs. We got Julian, Salisbury, Kenya. What's going on? You guys are freaks.
Hello.
Super
Howdy.
fast. It's all new to me, all new names. So welcome to the Noobs League. I apologize if I've missed you in the past couple races. It wasn't intentional. But yeah, you guys are wild. Kenya, I mean, you Max Verstappened it out there. Crazy gaps. Any secrets? How'd you feel? Are you muted? Okay, we'll check back in with Nick. Julian.
Hi, hello.
Great race. I love the livery.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's in-game custom for now.
How'd it feel? Is this your first noobs race?
So this is my, I think, 3rd noob race. I
Okay.
wasn't able to make last week, which was Sano, I believe, due
Yep.
to family issues, but no worry, everything's good now.
Well, good to have you.
Just excited to be here, yeah.
You did incredible. We're excited to see what else you bring.
All the other drivers did incredible as well. Not even just the podium, but everyone around was doing excellent.
Yeah, the AMS race was extremely extremely clean. It seemed to be a lot cleaner. I only got to catch the first one. I'm not sure how the second race went. But if it was anything like the first race, everybody did spectacular. So, congratulations there, Salisbury.
Howdy.
Fantastic job. A lot of
Thank you.
back and forth there at the beginning in that first race, but it seems like you ended up pulling it together, sticking it out.
Yeah, the first race was atrocious for me. The first race was bad. But the second race was really good for me, especially at the end. I don't know if I would have caught P1. I got caught by a silly goose right at the last lap and gave him a little tap. It was an accident. But it happens. We live and learn. But it
Yeah,
was that last section felt like I was on rails. It was just like 145. It felt like 145, like dead, constant, like every lap. And for practice, I could barely do a 146. So I don't know where that came from, but I'll take it.
yeah, consistency. I mean, it definitely pays off, especially on a track like this where tire wear is devastating. It's extremely important to be consistent, get that cornering down right to where if you're putting in the same lap times over and over and over, you're not going to have as many issues coming down towards the end of the race. So, well done.
Thank you.
Over to the pros. Menendez, Schneider. Again, I apologize with the split. I didn't get to see the first race to see how everybody finished, but you guys did extremely well second race. Menendez,
Yeah,
did you
no problem.
did you podium race 1?
No, I didn't. I was
Podium
just
race 2 then?
Third place, race 2, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well done. Explain. I mean, what was going through your head during the race?
The race was super fun in a group for the entire race. I was, I think, like P6, and then people were just dying. I don't know if it was the tires or there was a contact between like P3 and P4 and the second to last lap, and that was insanely lucky for me because I got those 2 cars, and then I also got a run for T1 on Ortiz, I think it was, and yeah, made a pass in P3, back to back to back. I don't know, they keep coming to me. I was like 1.5 seconds off pace, so yeah, super happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. There was quite a few bonks the last 10 minutes. I think Swanson was up there in the lead, and I missed it, just the tail end. I think him and Burr tangled, or it may have just been a solo issue. But I just caught him spin, and I'd missed the time to be able to go back far enough to see what had happened. But it cost him, the entire race. So he was out, and then I think third and fourth also bonked, causing another one. So there were 2 or 3 free positions that were all given up in the last 4 or 5 laps. So well done, Menendez. Mr. Schneider, I'm super impressed. I thought maybe something was going wrong at the beginning with giving up a few spots there at the first lap. But it seemed like all you did was battle back, and you were fighting for first there at the end. So, what was going through your head?
Well, I guess I'll start with race 1. There was someone dive bombed from like P5 or 6 and took out like 3 people at turn 1, and I got caught in that and lost probably 3 spots from pole, and then people just started spinning off in front of me. And then they just handed the win back to me on that one, which was nice. And then race 2, I just had no grip. I felt like I had nothing for the first like 2 or 3 laps, and I was just losing spots. And by the time I had finally had them ready to go, I couldn't pass anybody because I was so slow in the straights. I was just waiting for people to make mistakes in front of me.
Yeah.
So, and as soon as I had a clean air, I was able to catch up. But losing 2 seconds a lap for 12 minutes is tough. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I was nervous. I didn't know if maybe it was a setup issue. Maybe you forget you were doing that or something like that, between races. So glad to see that wasn't it, and that it, came back. So it all paid off. You did extremely well. Strong finish. I thought you were going to pull it off too.
No way. I was way too slow in the straights. I needed him to make a mistake, otherwise I had no chance. So it's all good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys all joining the little wrap-up interviews. Again, congratulations for the finishes tonight. well done to everybody. And again, everybody tuning in, we appreciate you. And if you're interested in joining the league, interested in any of the Pro-Am, the Ford versus Ferrari League, anything like that, join the Discord, shoot us some messages. We'd be happy to walk through everything with it, get everything set up, and have some new friendly faces. Well, you guys have a good night. Again, thanks for joining, and thanks for joining the interviews. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Thanks for
and
the commentating.
as always, yeah, for the commentating, give me some feedback. I'd love
Excellent
to
job.
hear how everybody's doing and how I'm doing and what I can improve on and what everybody wants to see more of and hear less of. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday evening, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Y'all take it easy. Have a good
Y'all have
night.
a great night.
Yeah.
Quick shout
have
out
a
to
good
the
night.
admins. Thank you, Noobs Are Us admins. Y'all did great tonight.
Yeah.
Getting that sorted out. Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. Take it
Take
easy.
care.